Tomorrow I'm off to Spalding for a pig and cow save. The group's been going for about a year now. We've had a lot of problems in the past with the police. We've had dispersal orders and we've had arrests for slow walking the vehicles. We've always been very peaceful there. There's never been any problems from our side of it, but the police have been quite aggressive and very uncooperative, as have the Slaughterhouse. However, last time we went up there was a lot of us, and the police have now negotiated with the Slaughterhouse to give us 3 minutes with the trucks, as long as we bear witness on one side only. So we'll see whether that stands up tomorrow. I've just got back from Spalding Save, where we were attempting to bear witness to the pigs and cows that were going to be slaughtered today. We went there with an agreement in place with the Slaughterhouse that had been negotiated. A year it took to negotiate that. The first truck arrived and was stopped, and we were allowed to bear witness on one side of the road for 3 minutes. That was the arrangement. That is exactly what we did. After the first truck had gone, the police came over and said they needed to speak to us, that the Slaughterhouse weren't happy by the fact that our phones were touching the side of the lorries. So we agreed to ensure that our phones did not touch the side of the lorries, and the next truck came, and again we bear witness to the animals and videoed them. After that lorry went, the police came back to us again and said the Slaughterhouse was still not happy, that there was too much footage being taken of the animals and that they didn't want all of us taking photographs and videos. There were only 10 of us in total, of only which 7 had cameras anyway, and these are large trucks, they weren't small trailers. So we couldn't quite understand what their problem was. Third truck came, we did exactly the same. We stayed on one side of the road, we didn't touch the animals. Not all of us were videoing. And when that lorry left, the police came back again and said that their Slaughterhouse had withdrawn their cooperation with us, so the agreement was no longer in place. It was quite obvious from the moment we got there that the Slaughterhouse were quite adamant that they didn't want it to work. We did everything our side that we said we were going to do. We didn't have any surprises. We were quiet with the animals. We were respectful of the property. We were polite to the drivers, and yet they still found fault in something that we had done. So from that moment on, it was up to us to slow the lorries down and to walk them into the Slaughterhouse. And it worked quite smoothly, considering. And this is some of the footage that I managed to take of the day.
Bear in mind what I've just said, please, Debbie.
So we're at Spalding Save this morning. We had an arrangement with the Slaughterhouse that we could bear witness here for 3 minutes on one side of the road. Since we've been here, we've been told we mustn't let our cameras touch the vehicle at all. We've then been told that we're not all allowed to bear witness together, even though there's only 10 of us in total, and we've only got 6 cameras. And repeatedly the police keep coming up to us and telling us, warning us to stop getting close to the vehicle. As you can see there, yet again, they don't want us to get the footage. We've been told they want us to reduce the footage that we're taking and reduce the amount of people that go up to the lorries.
Please don't rest anything on the wagon.
So what is the problem now?
Right. We've spoken with the managers and the security of this site, and they have said that because, despite requests from them not to everybody film, they are no longer going to facilitate the stopping of vehicles, and they're going to go straight into the site. Okay. So, as I say, that's what they've said they're going to do.
So if there had been 50 of us here today, and half of those people had back on request, but there is literally, look how many people there are.
Yeah, I appreciate this is the
Because we tend to be very logical,
this
and
is
we don't understand.
this is what the site have suggested.
They're not suggesting anything.
No, you
This
know
is what
what?
they're gonna do,
This
Donna.
is what they planned this morning. They planned to nitpick,
Yeah.
and they were going to find one thing we did wrong to stop the lorries. That's It was obvious. It's so obvious. Well, you know what's going to happen there, don't you?
We've stuck to everything we said we were going to do.
I know, Donna. Sorry, Debbie.
We've kept
I know.
the cameras off the vehicles. There wasn't all of us videoing on that occasion.
only got 6
There was only, I think, there was only 3 or 4 at a time that were videoing.
I actually stepped back for nearly
Yeah.
a minute. I said I'm not
Yeah.
doing this.
So
And
that-
so
that-
did
So what you're saying is they've gone back on their word, even though
Sorry.
we've stuck to our word. The Slaughterhouse of Spalding have gone back on their word.
They've said that they're no longer going to
Yeah.
stick to the press and stopping the vehicles.
In your opinion, have we done
I'm not
anything
gonna
here
do
today?
it.
No,
I'm
in
not
your
gonna give you
opinion,
my
as a
opinion.
police officer,
I'm not gonna
have
give
we
you
done
my
anything
opinion.
wrong
We need the
today?
guidance.
Have
I'm
we
not
done anything wrong
I'm not
today?
going to give you my opinion.
As a police
Debbie.
officer, I'm asking you, have we done anything wrong
I'm not
today?
going to give you my opinion, Debbie. It's as simple as that. Okay, I am here to liaise, and they
Yeah,
have.
but there's
This
been
is
no
what they.
liaising, is it? It's all
This
come
is what
from their
they've said.
side.
Okay, so that's what's going to happen.
Well,
Okay.
well, next month we'll come back with 30 people and stand in front of lorries.
And then you'll have to arrest every single one of them.
Yeah.
We couldn't have cooperated more today than we have.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, and you know that.
Yeah, it's just ridiculous.
We've been quiet. We've been respectful.
We're a small group of
Yeah.
people.
We're a very small group of people.
I get all that. I get
We
all
haven't
that. I
touched
get
the
your
animals. We were
frustration.
told not to touch animals. We haven't touched animals. We haven't
Yeah,
attempted
stood
to
on the
touch the
roadside.
animals.
We
I
haven't done
understand your
anything.
frustration.
We stayed this side of the vehicle, which is what you told us to,
Yeah.
and they have just taken and taken and taken and taken and gone back on what they said. So it looks like the agreement's now finished before it started. Absolutely ridiculous. There's more workers here than there are us. And yet they're now saying they're not going to facilitate the stopping of the vehicles for us after only 3. So, there you go.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
we're still at Spalding. The slaughterhouse workers are going down to the bottom of the road to ask the drivers to keep driving. So we're trying to slow walk them now. It's quite a quick slow walk now. That gentleman there is a slaughterhouse worker who is urging the vehicle to come as quickly as possible so that we weren't able to bear witness for very long. Hiya. Just wanted to ask you, obviously you work here. Are you security as well, or do you own part of the building?
Comment.
I just wondered why you're so against us being here. Because we obviously had an arrangement with you this morning, didn't we? That you'd allow us to bear witness to the pigs and the cows for 3 minutes. On the roadside, which is what we did.
You speak to the police liaison officer.
But we had the agreement with yourselves.
Said speak to the police liaison officer.
I just wondered why you've gone back on the agreement. You were obviously hurrying that lorry along. You didn't want us to speak to the driver. Why is that? What have you got to hide? Then why won't you let us bear witness to the animals then?
I said speak to the liaison officer.
But it's not their
I
slaughterhouse.
said speak to the liaison officer.
So you don't want to talk to us at all and give us your reasons as to why you don't want us to bear witness to the animals here before they go to slaughter?
Fourth time I said speak to the police liaison officer.
He's not going to give us the answers, is he? It's you that won't let us. Every other slaughterhouse we have an arrangement with. Spalding's the only one. Why is that? Every other slaughterhouse we've got an arrangement with, and it works really well. So why won't you negotiate with us and come to some arrangement? Hmm?